Beautiful, beautiful.
Good morning and welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
And I'm Jan Eric. Good morning.
And we are live here from the CTV studios in Wellington, Florida, but we are out at the Grand Champions Polo Club. And we have our second semifinal of the 2023 $50,000 12 goal. And, well, our first game, Jan, was very, very tight against Casablanca and Dracarys. But now we have Loudmouth and Rafool Polo.
Indeed, we do. And you can see most of the players already out on the field, just waiting for one or two more players and, I believe, an umpire. So a chance to give you a little update on who is playing out there. So Loudmouth in the, I believe, in the dark shirts, right? Is that Dale? In the black and...
Loudmouth, they're in the orange and black today.
Oh, and the orange and black, beg your pardon. So orange and black for Loudmouth. And that team is being led by number 1, Andrew Seibert. He's a 0-goaler. At number 2, Scott Sorbaro. He's -1 coming at number 2. And then we've got Lorene Zubiare, the 7-goaler. Highest handicap player on the field. Playing at number 3. There he is. And at number 4, the 6-goaler. And a very strong 6-goaler at that, Mr. Chris Campson. Rafool Polo then. Ray Rafool at number 1. Playing off -1. Jack Whitman Jr. coming in at number 2, matching the number of his handicap with that of his shirt. At number 3, then, our man from England, Henry Porter. And at number 2, coming in for Salva Ujoa, Felipe Viana, 6 goals. So, Rafool Polo in at 11 and Loudmouth in at 12 goals.
So 1 goal difference will go to the Rafool Polo team in their black and blue today. And, well, our first game, we had 4 teams entered the $50,000 12 goal this year. And we had Casablanca play against Dracarys. If you missed that game, what a game it was. It was 2-1 after the first chucker, Dracarys. Then it went 4-1. Dracarys took over 5-2 at halftime, and it looked like Casa was a little dismembered. It was a lot of defense going on in the beginning, but then the Casablanca team, they went into the tent. They came out at halftime, and Dracarys matched them. It was 8-5, but then after the 5th chucker, what a chucker by Casablanca. 9-9, 4-1, they outscored them, and they went into the final chucker and lost 12-11. Amazing 12-goal game. I got to talk to the Casablanca team, Grant Gandy, Double G, the captain. Had so much fun playing with all his boys, Santos and Juancito Bellini, the brothers, and, of course, Wesley Finlayson. And they loved even though they lost, they had great energy that they came back so strong at the end.
Yeah, it really was a great game to watch. And, of course, when you've got a $50,000 purse waiting at the end of it, you know, you put everything out there on one card. Very much looking forward how these two teams will fare. Remember, this is the 8th $50,000 National 12-goal championship. There is nothing of its kind in America. Maybe if you have a team out there, you know, we'd like to see more teams, of course, as always, find a home here. And what a great home it is at Grand Champions Polo Club. So Loudmouth and Rafool Polo. And, of course, the winner will go through to the final, where, as we now know, Dracarys is waiting.
Yeah, congratulations to Dracarys with Shaden Krista, Leon Schwanke, Facundo Obregon, and Brandon Phillips. And they are a very strong 12-goal team. They've been playing all season here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. And, well, a couple of the other teams have been put together for this $50,000. So let's see if the Dracarys team can hold on. If the stage will be set after today, as we will know who will be playing against them. So I'm sure they're sitting back today. Congratulations, guys, on a big win against Casablanca. The 12-goal never, it always keeps our energy alive. We love it so much. We got the interview with Mark Ganzi. He talked about the medium going out offers a unique blend of amateurs and pros playing together, and we talk about that. And it was created in 2014, and that's when, well, CTV Sports was pioneering replay. And so that's a big year for us here at CTV Sports. And he said if the amateurs play above their handicap, and any given day, they can affect the outcome of the game, and they really can, because that's what happens. You see these -1, 0, and 1-goal players come in, 2-goal players, and they play above their handicap, and it changes the team from a 12-goal to a 15, 16-goal team. And then you get the 5- and 6-goal players that come in, and if they play at a 7-goal handicap, they can do the same. So today, you're going to have Andrew and Scott, who we've seen Scott and Andrew. Andrew coming off some injuries. He had a collarbone, so he's good to see him back on field. But Scott at a -1 has been playing very well. We've seen him for the Loudmouth team, I think, score 4 or 5 goals in one game when he gets out in front. You're going to bring in Lee Zubieri, who's been playing in the World Polo League, and he has been sensational at 7 goals. So it's going to be great to see him playing, coming from the 26 down to the 12. And, of course, Chris Campson has been awesome on 6 goals, hitting the big ball, scoring penalties, just very strong. Rafool Polo Ray on -1. He's been playing in all the polo also. He's been playing in 68, 12 now. And, well, Jack Whitman's one of these players.
Yep.
We saw Jack play in the PTF. And he's one of the elder statesmen in the PTF now, the Polo Trading Foundation Polo. And at 2 goals, this guy can come out and play 4 or 5 goal polo also when he's on a good day. Henry Porter, of course, at 4, if you get him playing 5 or 6. And then you have Felipe Viana, who is very strong at 6 goals and a great penalty shooter. I actually had the opportunity to work with Felipe Viana when he played in the FIP, the World Championships, and they played at Grand Champions. Their team came to prepare for it, and Melissa Ganzi had availability for them to play in the 14-goal league at their 14-goal team that was traveling, and we had the opportunity to work with the team, and I got to work with Felipe on penalty shooting. And this guy can hit a ball.
I'm sure.
I mean, he is very strong on the penalty line. It was very impressive. He went down there and he carried the team during the World Championships. He was very successful. I did a lot of training with him that I had learned from like Steve Crowder, Memo Gracida, Adolfo Cambiaso. Took a lot of the pro stuff that I had learned, kind of fed it to him, let him choose what he wanted to do, and he just went with it. So a very strong player.
Well, in addition to that, of course, today a triple header here at Grand Champions Polo Club and, of course, here at CTV Sports. We also kick off the Top Pony 12 goal later on this afternoon, 1:30, our first match of that tournament. Novo Polo will be playing at Kwaitonzi. We have a total of 4 teams in it. Again, Dracaris is in that global port, Novo Polo, and as I said, Kwaitonzi. And then, of course, this afternoon, 4 o'clock, we go back to the 26th goal, so make sure you tune in for that. So plenty of polo to come. We really are now in the middle of the season. I can see the players are out there ready to rock and roll, so good luck to both teams. And, of course, may the better team win. This is a chance to go through to the final of the 8th 50,000 National 12-goal 2023.
Big ball right out of the bowl in from Zubieri, and look at Campson already going forward with the 4 on his back. Andrew was out in front, and Andrew, they'll line this team up with Andrew pulling the team. He'll stay out in the front. You'll probably see good rotation from Scott, and then Lorene and Chris will rotate in the back of the game based on whoever has control of the ball. On the other side, Ray, he'll do the same. He'll stay out in front. He'll pull the team on a -1, and then you're going to go full 3-player rotation from Whitman, Porter, and Viana. It's going to be picked up here and controlled by Campson. 2 players come together. We get a whistle and play.
Yeah, that looks like the first whistle of the play. Let's have a look at this again here on the big screen here and in slow-mo. There he is with the number 4. KK, Chris Campson.
And Campson's going to turn this ball, get control, and then he's going to get run into from behind. And so they'll move this ball to center based on the contact. I like this move. As Campson, they'd have control there. So based on the contact. Remember the 1-goal difference, 11-goal team against 12-goal team for Rafool Polo in the black and blue, or the blue and, black and blue today. Black and orange, black and blue. Love the Loudmouth jerseys. It's all about Loudmouth, the big-time energy. Always making a statement.
So let's see then here from the halfway line, and he's another one, as you said, there, one of those really, really strong and big hitters, Chris Camps. Unfortunately, of course, the 2-point conversion doesn't count here, and Campson will just tap that ball into play. But you can see he's got something up his sleeve here. He just wants to get himself into a situation where he could take a nice little long shot up to the number 3, trying to find Zubiari. Ends up in a bit of a traffic jam there in front of goal. Now then, let's see if Rafool Polo can pick this up and run it and take it up the field. Again, Campson, a little under the neck chip shot. And that's just going to go wide. So again, peppering that goal mouth very early here. Loudmouth on the attack.
Yeah, nice positive possession here on the 5B from center. And Campson usually hits the big ball, but it looked like they went to the control play. So early on, Zubiaria and Campson trying to work that dynamic dual style in the back of the game.
Nice long ball downfield from Viana. Sent back by the number 2 by Scott Sorbaro. Nice little play on the halfway line. Now then, what can Zubiari do here? He's got Campson just behind. I think both of these teams here not quite yet up to speed. Stolen again very nicely here out to the right, to the left-hand side, a pass to Henry Porter. That was his first touch. Once again, Viana will pick up the loose ball. In comes Ray Rafool. He's done very well, getting that ball a bit further downfield. Now left behind for the number 2 for Jack Whitman Jr. There he is, trying to put that one through. Coming, charging down the line again. The number 3 now in front of goal. Beg your pardon, the number 4. That was Viana, and a whistle.
Yeah, good control play here. Give it up to Ray, though. Rafool, he gets it down in there. Jack with a neutral play. Felipe's going to win this one, and you're going to get a 1 meeting 2 right there as Campson and Viana are locked in there. And so you'll get the open goal penalty, too.
Pretty open and shut case here for the umpires. Now let's see who's going to take that first goal. Again, a spot or a 2 of the options, but they're going to go from the spot. Nicely done. So there is your first goal of the match, taken here by the number 4, Felipe Viana, getting the first score of this very important second semi-final of the 8th 50,000 National 12 goal underway.
We will switch directions for any new viewers, as we do in the game of polo. The procedure, based on the same sun, wind, field advantage for each team. Field out there, 300 yards long by 160 yards wide. 9 football or soccer fields will fit in the center of it, but these horses and pole players will cover that ground in 10 seconds from coast to coast. And here's one right here on the move. Felipe Viana's going to get out in front, off the win of the bowling, drags it inside the red zone, look for the finish, and Porter will get his first of the day.
Nicely done. Henry Porter gets himself right where he needed to be. A good kind of communication here with within that team, Rafool. Nice win from the throw-in. A nice run up to goal. Good backing up. Here you see it. And just a cool list of touches. And Henry Porter, as you said, picking up his first, making it 3-0. Remember that 1 goal in handicap that they were given here at the beginning, which is why we have a 3-0 score as it stands.
Yeah, Rafool Polo jumping on their handicap and adding 2 goals to it quickly here before the courtesy change. Picked up here now by KK.
And he runs into a little bit of traffic. There is the backhander, but now was that line crossed by the number 3 by Lorene Zubiari? I fear it might have been. Well, play continues. Again, the umpires, of course, if there is no imminent danger, will be as lenient as possible. We try and create a sense of fair, open, but above all, safe polo. Over on the far side again, Campson. Working the ball very well, trying to get or weave his way through those defending players. He's got Viana right behind him. Still Campson, a lot of touches here. Here now the shot, but he gets a little clip there, a hook, all within the bounds of legality. Over on the far side now, Rafool trying to control that ball. And we have a whistle.
Let's stop the clock here as it gets turned around here by Viana. They said keep it on him. He's very strong on 6 goals. He hustles into the inside, fights very hard. He'll work the sword fight as good as anybody. That ball's going to pop out. It looked like a bit of a reaching call. You will get a courtesy change here with 2:49 on the clock. First courtesy change of the day. We're live from field number 5 today here at the Greater Champions Polo Club. Right on the other side of the headline there, field 1 and 2. Right there where the American flag and our World Polo League flag and the Grand Champions flag is. right in between field 1 and 2. And a good shot here of the Rafool Polo team as they change their horses for the courtesy change. Felipe. I love how calm and relaxed those horses are when they come in. You know, they play this game, they're running and gunning up and down the field, and then they come in, these guys, they just throw those horses, just go right up next to each other. No problem. They jump from horse to horse. So well trained. The four-legged athlete here in the game of polo. You see the World Polo League flags right there blowing from the east to west today. So this field does run east and west. So it's going to be a bit of an advantage running to the west. See how many goals get scored down there.
Yeah, let's see. Because sometimes, you know, we've seen games where, for some reason, they seem to score more goals at one end than they do the other. So, quick courtesy change. Players are back out on the field. We're going to continue with a hit from the spot for Mr. Campson. And this time, he's going to try and hammer one. And that's just going to trickle out to the left-hand side on your screens. On the right, of course, if you are down at field number 5 at Grand Champions Polo Club. And that, of course, means possession once again here for Rafool Polo with Felipe Viana taking the knock-in from his own back line. Now, what set play might he have up his sleeve? He's got a man going out on the right. There he is. Player with the number 3, our man from England, Henry Porter, already having scored one. Looking if he can maybe run this ball. He's definitely got it downfield. And now, Jack Whitman being outridden there by Campson. Campson slams on the brakes. Stops and turns on the inside. Nicely done. It's still his ball, and he's going to play it out to his left-hand side where he's got his number 3, Loreen Zubiari. Remember, with 7 goals, highest handicap player on the field. Zybert. Andrew Zybert in the front there. Oh, he did well. He just hovered. We'll pick that one up on the near side. This is good play from Andrew Zybert. Gets a challenge. Was looking for that third shot and a possible shot on goal. And we have another whistle here on that play.
Great job here by Andrew. Pulling the team in the front, staying on the near side. Viana tried to take forward here, or even with the hook, and they ride together there. Everybody comes together. And you're probably going to get riding in from behind here, earlier calls. So the first play where Loreen comes in on the hook, he rides over the top of the ball afterwards. You can make that hook, but you got to have a little more to the side. So penalty 5A in favor of Rafool.
Viana deciding to tap that ball in before he takes the long big hit. There it comes alongside the balls on the stick side is where you want to place it. And Henry Porter will pick this one up very nicely. Porter on the near side now. Good control, and he's going to finish it with a near side under the neck shot. That is Polo textbook Polo from Henry Porter.
That's a beautiful goal here by Henry Porter. He is dialed in early, Henry. Look at how he creates space for himself. Hits right to the near side early. Fabulous four-legged athlete there to keep himself out in front of Scott Saboro. And that is not an easy shot at goal, but he made it look very, very easy. Henry Porter dialed in early. Look at this. That is a terrific shot. And I love the way he created space for himself there, just to get to that open left side. And, oh, no, on the breakaway, though, this is a clean steal right here. And it's going to be Loreen Zubieri on the move. Viana coming back. They leave it right in front. Ray takes a shot, swipe at it. Look at Andrew right in front, and he'll leave it for KK. So good teamwork here by the Loudmouth team on a great steal by Loreen Zubieri.
And that was, I think, an important goal because Rafool Polo, with those 3 goals scored and the one on handicap, was showing signs of running away with this first chukker. So I'm pretty sure Loudmouth will be happy that they managed to claw one back.
And it looks like that's going to end our first chukker play. So we'll send everybody off for some fresh ponies, and we'll be right back for our second chukker of the 2023 $50,000 12 goal.
something about when you get up early, prep the plane, and you take off, and you get that first light of day. And the air is crystal smooth. You can see forever. You have to have the right aircraft for the right flight with the right crew up front. Only NetJets can do this. The flight dissolves into the background. It should just be the here and now.
Good morning. Welcome back to CTV Sports. We're here for our second chucker play of the 2023 $50,000 12 goal. A very strong start here by Rafool Polo with Ray Rafool, Jack Whitman, Henry Porter, and Felipe Viana. They're a 12-11 goal team. They received 1 goal in handicap. They're in the black and blue jerseys. Loudmouth on 12 goals. Andrew Seibert, Scott Saboro, Lorleen Zubieri, and Chris Campson. And they're a 12-goal team. And they scored right at the end of the chucker. And then look at this. Lorraine's going to come out right away. And remember, this guy's been playing in the World Polo League at 26 goals. So if he gets in a comfort zone today, running the goal, you got to be careful. Yeah, and it could be a long day. You know, you want to make sure you keep control of this guy today because he's been very, very strong this year in the high goal. He knows Campson. They play together in the Northeast, so they got a good flow there with Andrew. And, of course, Scott has been playing very well. Andrew now on the move out of the bowl-in, and he's been pulling the team. Well done, Andrew. Look at the little bay pony. He's going to carry him all the way down. Andrew gets a piece of it, leaves it for Campson. Take it. Oh, did he save that?
Yeah.
Wow, what a save by Porter.
Yeah.
And then, look at this, a jousting match, and Campson, with those long arms, boy, gets out there in front, KK on the gray pony. It looked like he saved this one. Now watch this. Campson comes in there and they have a little jousting match, or Viana was trying to go by him. Maybe he didn't see KK coming, but well done, Chris. He meets him perfectly clean there. And then the gray pony gets around perfect, and he just pulls out the putter. It's second of the day. Unlucky,
but great play by Campson indeed. Ball's back in play, but they won't take this, lightly. On the move now, Felipe Viana. Well, they can also steal the ball now. Then he needs to get round Zubiari. Where is that next player? And he comes again, and it's just going to... Wow, it's still sitting there. Look at that, sitting right on that goal mouth. Unlucky.
Man. A lot of people coming in there at full speed. I wasn't exactly sure where the final line was here. We're going to have to watch this here on the replay. Let's see where it goes. It is going like 45 degrees. Nobody touches, so it's still on a bit of an angle here. So right there, people had to pull out of there, and we'll see what they decide there because that ball looked like the two players came across the field, but it looked like it was more at a 45. Now, look like the World Polo League flags there. They're kind of blowing a little bit south. So you might get a change in the breeze out there today. And Esteban Ferrari, one of our top World Polo League. I think Roddy Matthews, right?
No, Pepe Araja.
Oh, Pepe, right. Yeah. Pepe's out there. I apologize. Pepe and Esteban. Two of our Top umpires working in the World Polo League this season from from Argentina, our international group. Where we have the umpires from the UK, umpires from Argentina and America working together here at the Grand Change Polo Club. Open goal penalty 2, I like the call because actually Whitman, and look at this, young Jack, and he is he's got ice in his veins. This kid, collegiate player of the year. His resume reads for itself. He's just a great sportsman, great young ambassador for the game of polo, Jack Whitman. I had the opportunity to work with him in Aspen, Colorado. He came out with us at the club out there. He played a little bit, but he also worked with the umpires because we needed some extra umpires. He said, I'd love to work with you guys. Joined the group, did a fabulous job.
Good. No, I think that sometimes, some of these players, they'd be well advised to spend a bit of more time with the umpires to understand the rules and especially the technicalities. Polo is obviously a very simple game in so much that you've got to put the round thing between the square posts, but the technicalities, the fouls, the health and safety, there's so much you need to understand. And we have another goal, or do we?
Yeah, Jack Whitman's going to score down there. Let's see where this ball's going. Who's got the lesser angle there? Looks like Ray comes through at the end, and just going to find out whether Lorene had the lesser angle or if Jack. And Ray, though, well done, Ray. In a good spot and a good finish, yeah. So Ray's going to pick up the goal. But they're going to say that was a free ball, and Jack was okay. Picked up here on the bowl-in by Campson. 3-goal difference. And the pace has picked up here in the second chukker.
It certainly has. I think that first chukker was a little bit, okay, let's see how the opposition is running. Let's see how our horses are running. And Campson, of course, also now with 2 goals to his name. So I think we're in for a treat here this morning. Remember, the winner of this game will be playing the winner of our first semi-final, which took place already earlier in the week, Jakaris, waiting in the final. I'm pretty sure they'll be watching this game with bated breath and with big interest to see who they will be facing in the final, where, of course, it is $50,000 winner take.
Yeah, no, they mix it up really well. I mean, Shane Krista, he scored goals for that team, pulled the team, so you got to keep an eye on Krista. Doing a very good job in front of the game. He made 2 goals. And then when you pick it up, remember Schwanke, he scored a goal, but he is the little workhorse in the center, and he will look you in the eyes and say, come on, let's play all day. He's a great number 2. Facundo Obregon, he scored 4 goals. He had 3 penalty shots, so that's very good for them. They're dialed in there on the penalty shots. He made some spectacular plays at the end. If you remember, Jan, you and I were talking about on 6 goals, he's the type of player where he knows that he can make 2 or 3 big plays in one game and make them at the right time and finish the game. And he made a steal in the 6th chukker that I feel was the biggest play of the game. Yeah. I talked to Grant Gansey about it. He said he felt too because it would have been a 4-on-3 breakaway for Casablanca at the end, and he went for a steal and was perfect to do it, and it took a chance, but he read it perfect. And then Brandon Phillips, what can you say? 4 goals on the day. He put 3 in on the 4th chukker, and that was huge for them because that's when Casablanca woke up.
Exactly.
They came back. So Brandon's it's a good, very, very good team. Whatever team wins today, it's going to be a great final.
So players coming back out, as you can see on your screens, a little under 3.5 minutes left to play. Great picture here of the 3 boys from Rafool Polo coming back out on fresh mounts. And, well, even though it is a 3-goal difference at the moment, I don't think this is an indicator of Rafool being the stronger team. I think Loudmouth took a chukker just to get their mojo in place and up and running. And I'm pretty sure that they will be good for several more goals, and I wouldn't be surprised if this goes right down to the wire. Here we go then, about to start with a knock-in. We've got a mallet on the floor there, on the ground. Oh, that's behind the field, beg your pardon. So it'll be Felipe Viana to get the second half of chukker number 2 underway. First challenge coming in there, that's Scott Sorbaro. Still Viana. Now the long drive down the field. And I got to say, he is very much, as you would say, dialed in here. This young man with the number 3, that's Henry Porter. And Porter will surely not make a a mess of this. He doesn't. Picking up his third goal, Dale, of the game.
I don't know what happened here, if it's a broken play or something, because Porter was all by himself. He might have got picked out there. Yeah, I'm not sure if somebody did something, and Jack might have gotten in there and made a nice little ride-off, or actually looks like Viana's there, so I'm not sure what happened there, but just a great set play here to get Porter free. Once he gets out in front, Henry, he's 100% running the goal already today.
So 7 goals to 3 then. Loudmouth can't let them run away too much. Here the drive from Zubiari. Didn't quite get the distance he wanted, but this man certainly, once he puts his stick up in the air and goes for a swing, he will definitely get some mileage on that ball. Still working that ball a lot. Still Campson. Here comes the shot. I think it had a little deflection, but that won't make, it will make a difference because it's just gone out of bounds.
Going to the control game now. You can see the rotation there by Zubiari. Campson with good control. Looked like he got to his spot. Just off to the right side, off to the left side on our screen, right side for the field. For the finish, looks like Viana pushed pointing out there. He might have been getting the stalemate a little there. He thought he was lined up in the 30, but then he ran right by him. KK, this is what he does really well, and this is when their team is really clicking when he hits that big ball. But a good read here by Porter. He's going to snap one out to the outside. Viana's going to try to get there, but Campson reads it before everybody. He'll take it under the neck here. Zubiari will come around, and there's the little give and go.
Yeah, nice play there from Campson to Zubiari. They still have it. Still Lerine, the 7-goaler. Yeah, needs to be careful there, Viana.
Ooh, good read here by Zubiari. He's just going to press him here. Brings it to the inside. He knows he's getting blocked, so he just pushes the scene watch. He knows he's got him blocked. There you go, so he just goes for it. And that's just a pro play. Bringing the level up. This is where Zubiari, this is where I think he needs to try to do today on 7, playing the 26, try to make plays like this, catch guys in spots that they're, might not be ready for. And that's just a real strong pro play. And also he's just right outside the 60-yard line, so he's probably going to get the open goal here. And we know Campson has been very good from the penalty line. I'm not sure who's going to be hitting them today. As I said, good seeing Andrew back on a horse. He had a couple injuries. We had lunch with Andrew and the Loudmouth crew.
Yeah, I remember.
Got to talk about the business there, being the CEO. Campson giving Scott, who's been very, very strong on a -1, number 2 right there in the white helmet. And we've seen him, like I said, one day score 5 goals, and then he works very hard in the front. Very good rider. Campson, he loves to do the putter stroke. He hits a brand new ball every time there, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, really?
He chooses a brand new ball on all of his short penalties. He's one of the only players I think that does, and I actually applaud it, because on the short penalties, he says he'd rather hit a perfect ball, a perfectly round ball, and you know how the ball's bent a little bit. So he said that he feels more comfortable hitting a brand new ball. So actually, when you're out there with Campson, you got to carry new balls, because a lot of new balls if you're the umpire, because he does choose it. All right, there you go. That'll end our second chuckers. So we're going to go to a little break, and we'll be back for our third chucker. Stay with us here on CTV Sports.
We're here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm, where the PTF Polo ASSN Junior Tournament is being held for the first time ever at this location. And I mean, could you get a more beautiful venue? Probably not. The tournament includes players of all ages, starting with the youngest at just 2 years old and the oldest at 20 years old. So you've got all ages, all skill levels, and a whole lot of fun. Let's go check it out.
It reminds me of my days when I was in that position playing the kids tournament, and for us it meant the world. So I'm very happy to be here supporting my son and other kids as well, because I think they really enjoy this, and for them it's even more important than for us probably playing the 26 or the 22.
Well, that's a wrap on the PTF Polo ASSN Juniors Tournament at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. So much incredible talent coming up through the ranks. The future is certainly bright for the sport of polo. Now, for more information on the PTF, head to polotraining.org. And of course, head to Chucker TV for all of our awesome content, including full game broadcasts.
At the time the taqueria began in 1975, our goals were simple: to provide service, which we did fieldside with our first trailer, quality, and those hard-to-find polo specialty items. We searched the globe to bring back the best equipment possible for polo players by polo players.
Third chucker action for the Grand Champions Polo Club. And, 7-4 here, 3-goal difference. Very strong first two chuckers by the Rafool Polo team. Everybody's scoring goals. Ray has 1. Jack has a penalty 2. Henry with 3 from the field. And been very strong going to goal, number 3 right here. And then 1 by Felipe Viana for the penalty 2. On the other side, mixing it up with 1 from Zubieri and 3 from Campson. 2 from the field, 1 from the penalty line. And it will be Henry again.
Porter. Right. Very dangerously in front of goal there. And it goes through. And I believe, Dale, correct me if I'm wrong, on the account of Jack Whitman. Let's have a look at this again. There it is, all in front of goal. Porter takes a shot, couldn't make the finish. And then there it is, under the neck. Very cheeky, but very effective. Jack Whitman Jr. picking up his second of the match. So Rafool very much here in the driving seat here in this first half.
All right, so it looks like, I guess the wind is actually blowing from the northeast today. We got a little cue from our field side correspondents, Yan. So even though it looks like they're blowing to the west there, I guess they're blowing from the northeast, so it's kind of a bit of an angle across the field. So we'll see what it makes there. Andrew, backed up by Ray.
Picked up by Viana. And Viana, once again, on the near side, good ball control. He's got a man on that, of course, the 7-goaler Zubiari. But, tenacity paying off here, and so does all the hard work. Look at that, the way he untangled himself there in that melee of players. He's still on the move. Another touch. Here comes the shot on goal. And watch that ball just, come to a bit of a slow end right before the goal mouth there. Campson, all of a sudden, having to get back right into this game. Nice pickup here by the number 3, Zubiari. But look at that, Rafool stealing the ball. We have a deflection.
And here's another play here where I was talking about Zubieri playing at a bit of a different pace. Watch, he goes on the near side, then Jack comes over there, bumps him clean there. But see, then he gets him on the blocking foul. And Zubieri pressing there, pushing to make sure he gets it. And he's been very successful here in the first half, getting 2 penalties out of that. And that's just playing at another pace. So we'll see if they're going to take this one down to the at least a 60. We'll see where they go with it. I don't know if you had somebody downfield. Usually, like I said, the way they line out here, Andrew will be out in front. We talk a lot about that, like with the Santa Rita team and Melly. They put her in another team to keep them out in front. And Teo Kai plays the same way. A lot of teams like that, then they move the ball. And for sure, you're going to get a 60 out of it. If Andrew was by himself, they would have the ability to try to get a 3 out of it. And we'll see how it looks on the field. Remember, we are not using challenge system here in the 50,000. We are using all of the triggers in place. Check to see if a goal is scored. Check to see when the ball goes out of bounds at the end of the field or on the side of the field. Anytime the two-legged athlete or four-legged athlete come together on a very hard play, they can check to see if any player was creating the danger and to check to see for unsportsmanlike conduct and the umpire trigger if they disagree. They'll use Steve Lane, our third man / IRO. Look, and you are going to get the penalty 3. Ooh, KK. That's not like him.
No.
He's usually stellar. But there you go. Andrew's working. So Andrew's down there. That's getting them to 3. That's a positive for the Loudmouth team as this game goes on. But they're going to dodge a bullet here.
A big
Rafool.
bullet. Yeah, a very big bullet. Now then, let's see what Felipe Viana has got up his sleeve, taking the route with the least resistance, and that's on the left side of the field. A lot of room to work. And then cutting it once again across the field. A lot of contact, a lot of touches with the ball. There's the shot now. Yeah, he's going to have to play and pick this one up himself. He's got a number 4 right there with him, Chris Campson. But still Viana. Oh, quick steal, a cheeky steal. And look at that, they're on the move all of a sudden. Loudmouth. That was very quickly taken. Over on the far side by player with the number 2, I believe, on his shirt, Scott Sorbaro. And again, saved on the doorstep. We've seen a few very good saves here, especially by Rafool Polo. Henry Porter been incredible, not only scoring goals, but also very strong and very solid in defense. Viana not able to control this ball round the outside. Once again, Zubiari. But he now needs to get past Viana. He needs to clear that. He does. Looking and finding Henry Porter, who's got quite a bit of space here. There's the cut shot. He saw that Campson was coming, and before he comes, just get that ball away now. A nice second touch here by Jack Whitman. Whitman not able to take it any further. Campson now back in the action. Nicely taken around on the inside, on the near side. Gets a little bit of a bump. He's got the number 3 Porter now coming in for a challenge. Campson coming out on top. Viana will send it back on the near side, hoping to find an attacking player, the form of Henry Porter. But he read it well, did Zubiari. Oh, Porter coming in again for a very hard hook. But Zubiari will get another chance, this time taking the ball out on the left side of the field. Look at that, Porter straight away back into it again. I can't do much there because he's slightly ahead. Here is the pass up to the front door. Is an orange shirt to be seen? I don't think so. And again, saved on the doorstep. That must at least be the 3rd, if not the 4th time we've seen Rafool come back very strong. And Loudmouth just, and this of course will be in your stats coming up after this chucker, how many shots they've had on goal. Possibly now here, Zubiari, he's found a little gap. 1, 2 touches. And after a lot of hard work, Loudmouth pick up another goal, the 2nd for Lorene Zubiari.
Yeah, Jack working very hard here on Campson. And then it's just a loose ball play, and Lorene picks that up and takes it in. Ball goes all right over, just kind of escorts it across the line there. But keep an eye on Jack Whitman working with Campson. Not an easy job, KK. He's a very tough, strong man. But Jack is on him. He's running around with him, trying to hook him, bump him. It's going to be a fun second half watching them go. 8-5 here. We'll use our Kersey change. Zubier gets his 2nd goal today. And, we started in 2014. He said, and it wasn't held in 2022 with the pandemic. So it's nice to have the $50,000 12-goal back in action. Here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. Nation's largest club, celebrating its 16th anniversary. And, of course, we played the Santa Rita Polo Farm also. We had a great dinner out there last night. Great energy, World Polo League. As we're right in the middle of the season, we're in the heart of the season, as you can say, here in southern Florida. So if you're looking to take a little vacay, come on down. Polo School is in play. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. At the end of the third chukker here, Loudmouth. Andrew might get an opportunity if that stays on the field. Yeah, he's going to leave it. He's taken back in by Zubair. He's threw everybody once, twice. Kill keeping it going. Wow, he's a man on a mission.
Yeah, he certainly is. But I think that ball went just slightly wide, and we have had a whistle on that play with a minute and a half remaining. So as you said, Dale, Loudmouth here coming back very strong in this second half of the third chukker. There you go, right in front of goal. It comes off the back of a pony and goes over the back line.
You get a blocking foul.
Yeah.
So Campson will walk up and hit one, and that'll make it a 2-goal difference.
Yeah, goal number 4 for Campson. So, slight turnaround here, especially if I look at chukker number 1, very clearly Rafool Polo in the driving seat. Chukker number 2, very even Stevens, both teams scoring 3 times, but at the moment Loudmouth here in the lead by 2-1, and still down by 2 goals. 8-6. Rafool Polo still in the lead. Remember, they were given a goal on handicap.
Campson's going to get out in front here. This is just what he wanted. Down by 2 goals. If he can put one in here, they'll put it 1-goal difference with a good minute on the board. Zubieri. Little back shot from Campson, give and go. Good read by Viana. Now the battle. And a whistle.
And you can see he's not happy. He's not happy, Larry.
He wasn't happy with something. And it must be talking to his teammates here, because unless they're going to call him there for riding him from behind is what they're going to call. So that was the play. Lorraine not happy with that, but here comes, he got to get happy now, because here comes Rafool Polo right at the end of this third chukker.
Yeah, can they put up another one? He's trying. He's working that ball very hard. Felipe Viana. In comes you-know-who with the number 2, Jack Whitman. And not able to hit the target down to the last 40 seconds. Now, this could be a breakaway here. But look how quickly they come back to mark up. And we will have another whistle.
So Whitman's going to go ahead and get around here and come together with Zubieri. That was actually Porter, I think. Rihanna was running through. A little tough with their helmets there. They were changing. Here's Whitman. And they come together with Zubieri. So they're going to say Zubieri came across there. Jack had the right-of-way. So with 33 seconds left, they're going to have an opportunity. And you remember I told you about this guy right here, Viana. He can hit a polo ball very well. So at about 80, are you going to pass the stick? No, it's going to be Viana. He's in range from a hundo. Just off to the right.
Unlucky.
Yeah. That should take us to the end of the third chukker in our first half of play. So we'll send them off 2-goal difference. So we said in our first game, we had a 3-goal difference with Casablanca and Dracarys in the first semifinal. And in this second semifinal, here's our halftime stats. 8-6. Shots on goal. Wow, interesting. Look at that. Loudmouth with more shots, Yan, than the Rafool Polo team. But look at the knock-ins by Rafool. Yeah. So Loudmouth just go to the tent and just, all right, guys, let's put a few more between the goalposts, because with that many more shots, they've missed 6 more times. And that's a big difference right there. Bowling dropping even, 8-6. Fouls committed, 5-5. Good, very clean game. Penalty scored, 2-2. All on 30. So great stats there, guys. And once again, we'll send them off for a little halftime break. And stay with us. We'll be back for our second half of our 2023 $50,000 12 goal.
number 1, leading his team as always. They call him the Cobra. Give it up for Mr. Mark Ganzi. Then at number 2, our second 10-goaler of this match. Give it up for Hedda Castagnola, ladies and gentlemen. At number 3, there is only one man that can, and that is Mr. Nick Roldan. There he is. And at number 4, all the way from the Great White North from Canada, please give it up for the one and only Mr. Fred Mannix.
My name is Augustine Malman. I am a chef. I trained with my uncle in Argentina in several restaurants, and now I travel the world creating unique experiences, all cooked with fire. For this event, we came from California. My team and I had some previous events there, and we traveled with my wood oven trailer and all of our grills from Santa Barbara, California. Well, when we got here, we always arrive about a week prior to the event. There's several things that we order from out of town, like the firewood. We make reservations of all of the rental items, kitchen equipment, anything we need prior to our arrival is already reserved. And then once we arrive into town, we'll source out whatever products are on the menu, like fish, red meats, fruit, vegetable, anything that we need specifically for that menu that we chose. We will source it once we get in town. My team is everything. I mean, I always tell them and to my clients, without a good team, you can't execute these kind of dinners. It takes a lot more work than what people see when they show up to the events. It takes, like I said, sometimes weeks to prepare for an event like this because we're traveling from out of town, so we have to source everything we're not familiar with. The new barn is, we're here. This is the first dinner we're doing here, so we're very excited to be here. It's amazing. It's a great place to be, and it has this inner courtyard, which is amazing to do dinners, with a special area back here behind me to do all of our grilling and the fire showcase. So it's great to be here. It's a beautiful place. Very different being up in the mountains, but I feel with Melissa and Mark and all the events we do together, I feel like it's home. We've been cooking for them for about 4 or 5 years now. But as far as showcasing what we want to showcase and being in an incredible place like Aspen Valley Polo Club, that's no difference to Wellington. It's a beautiful place up here. It's going to be a 4-course seated meal. As the first course, we have a halloumi cheese that we sear on our fire plancha with shrimp, pine nut gremolata sauce on top. The second course seated will be a roasted beetroot salad with goat cheese and arugula, lemon zest and olive oil. And then the main course tonight will be a mashed potato, sweet potato puree with skirt steak and chimichurri sauce. My name is Augustine Malman, and we are in Aspen Valley Polo Club, one of the most beautiful places to do an outdoor fire dinner experience.
Good afternoon and welcome, or good morning, actually. And there's a good shot of Rafool Polo in their tent down there. We are live here at the Grand Chevy Polo Club, Field 5. And you can see them talking strategy there. I love when we don't mic the tents up, as in most sports. We're going to go into the locker room, you could say. It is a special place there. It's, one of the things, Jan, I think I miss about playing polo is sitting in the tent. Mm-hmm. Being in the tent in there and going through all the strategy and breaking it down. And, so much goes on right there with your teammates. It's just a special place. People don't realize that. It's, as you see, everyone takes it very seriously with their tents and knowing where their posse, as you could say, as they meet, and that's where the grooms come together and the coaches come together. And it's a great place. That's where we work out the problems and go back to the field, and then a lot of games are won from the tent.
Oh, absolutely. a chance to reflect, a chance to go through where the team maybe hasn't played, or maybe where certain players haven't done what the strategy was. So I totally agree with you. A chance also to just come down and review what has just happened in that first half. But looking at the score sheet here, Dale, Loudmouth came back very strong. It was 3 goals apiece in the second. It was obviously the first chukker was very much Rafool coming out, flexing that muscle, winning 3-1. But chukker number 3 then is the first time where Loudmouth actually won that chukker by 2-1. The 4th goal with a penalty 2 coming in for Chris Campson, and of course the 2nd goal for Lorene Zubiari. Just a single goal from Jack Whitman. He's playing very well this morning. So just a 2-goal difference as the players now making their way back out onto Field 5 here at the lovely Grand Champions Polo Club.
Good shot of the Loudmouth tent. As I said, always making a statement. Mm-hmm. That's what they do. And love their jerseys. Always have a lot of flash. And, yeah, as you said, it just, I guess you could say, Rafool coming out and mixing it up well. Everybody scoring goals. I agree with you. I like what Ray's up in the front. He scored a goal. He's also been on a couple balls. Jack doing a good job in the middle there. 2 goals. He's a very tough player, very good rider. And pilot, as you could say. And he's been keeping the pressure on Chris Campson. Henry Porter's been fabulous, scoring goals. Very smooth today.
Also in defense, he's been playing a very good defensive role. Yeah.
And then Felipe, like I said, he had he's been good. He had 160 that went wide. Otherwise, he's filling in for Salva Ulloa. That's Alara Ulloa's brother, who also played at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. And very strong player on 7 goals. They went with a 6-goal player, so they're 11-goal team. They have the one on handicap. And then we bring it back. Andrew has been in the front pulling the team. I'd like to see a few more balls out to him because I think he's out there. And KK hits a very big ball. They've been using the kind of the leapfrog give and go, the Loudmouth team in the first half. They're only down by 2 goals, so you can't say it's not working.
Yeah.
That would be something they could probably bring into the game, another offensive attack, get Andrew in there. But Scott's been doing a good job at the number 2 on a -1 rating. He's been working very hard here, and here's an opportunity as he's going to go up against Porter.
Porter will pick this one up, turns it around very nicely, very focused, very controlled. I'm liking the way he's playing at the moment, and one of those young players, again, who I've known, obviously, for a few years now, an Englishman who I think still can go and climb up that handicap ladder. I don't think that we've seen the best in him. And, of course, he also very much relishes and embraces the fact that he can improve his game with all these different tournaments here. I remember he won the 50,000.
He won it twice, right? Your GSA?
Yeah.
I remember the GSA group. And that year, they were very successful. The global student accommodations at GSA with Henry Porter. And he was playing with the Magrini group.
I remember that.
Yeah, they won it in 2017 with Santino Magrini, Juan Martin Zubia. Juan is playing in the World Polo League this year. Yeah, 9 goals. He has been playing awesome. And Torito, El Toro Ruiz, who played at the Aspen Valley Polo Club all summer. And then he went back in 2018. defending their championship. And he played with Magrini, Ruiz, and Machi Viana. So he played with Felipe's brother, and he's a very strong player. So Henry looking for try to get his third big win. And, of course, Loudmouth looking for their first opportunity to get to the finals here. Remember, Jakar is sitting back waiting to see who they will play in the final. Here we go. Back to the action.
And Campson will be chasing this ball. Here we go then. Chris Campson slightly topped it, tries to, and does a very good job in retaining possession, but that didn't last very long because, once again, Rafool Polo, that man with the number 4, Felipe Viana, and he's clearly been given the job of marking and taking control of Chris Campson.
And this is a pretty easy ball across the field here. When Lorene comes in there, I don't know if he's trying to steal it, but Henry's going to jump right on this, and he comes from left to right. He blocks him right there. Yeah. And I don't know if he thought he had enough room or space. You see Ray Robbie's pointing downfield. Let's go. We got to go downfield with that one. Ray loves his polo. You remember last year we had to see Ray play. He played a lot. He was getting back in the game, and he said he bought 2 or 3 more horses for this year, and he was very happy with his string. I had an opportunity to talk with him on the sideline, but he was getting his game back to speed, playing in the Sunset Cocktails and Chuckers.
I remember very well, yeah.
A lot of fun. He's what a gentleman. And they're going to move this ball. So to start here in the 4 Chucker, that'll put them back on the line. And do they stay with the or do they pass the stick? We'll see. It looks like they're going to go ahead and pass the stick. Yeah. So not Felipe's going to pass the stick over to Henry for the penalty shot here. Ooh, he's going to fire that one. And it was the open goal, and they mixed it up. Felipe took one early, and then he passed it to Whitman. So all 3 players have made a penalty too. So I guess whoever feeling comfortable at that time is, or whatever horse they're riding, they're going to pass the stick around. Good teams do it.
So 4.5 minutes, there you can see on the scoreboard in the background of your screen. So the first goal here in the second half on the account of Rafool Polo, scored by Henry Porter. Ball is back in play. Looks like that halftime break and that image we saw of the boys sitting in the tent is proving to be very effective here. They've come out very, very strong in the first chucker of the second half. Campson winning that ball. Yeah, has it stolen by Viana. Very good play, I've got to say. Felipe Viana very strong and very solid out there. Finds himself deep in his own half. Yeah, that wasn't quite the way it was supposed to be. So once again, Felipe Viana will send that one down the field. Yep, not going to be able to be close enough for Porter. Subiari is there. In comes Jack Whitman, and he needs to be careful that he's not crossing any line. And now, here we go, on the move. Andrew Seibert trying to steer that one towards that goal mouth. Again, cleared. In comes the number 4, Campson, Chris Campson. Runs into a little bit of traffic. Oops, a little bit of a trip there. Able to correct himself. Well done, Chris. And that will give an opportunity to Rafool. Well, no, he wants it back. You can see he's working very hard too, is this number 4. Both out there, of course. Turned. Viana. Campson needs to allow him to make a play. He does, and he sends it downfield once again. A good pick up here by Whitman on the near side. He's got Porter just behind in case. That's when they need him, and he's there. But the third man, this time not Viana. Once again, Campson turning things around. They've been going for quite a while now, Dale, here in this chucker number 4.
Yeah, no, back and forth. After that one goal scored on the penalty, and now they've been playing in the middle of the field. Clean, Polo. Each team very strong on defense at the moment. And you can see the rotation here. Ooh, look at Campson, though. Sneaks to 1 player, 2 players, but he can't get by the third. A little tail to the inside. And now does the Rafool Polo player get around that right of way on time?
Quick enough. I was just
Yeah,
about to
quick
say.
enough. You said it. Is see if he gets there. You're going to be able to catch this now in the drone footage. Backs across. No, not much angle there. So that's where the issue is. And he's going to get caught there.
Yeah.
That's where we talked about the other day about, it's a game of angles, Polo. So a little angle shot there will take the Loudmouth player off of that line directly. In this case, anything up and down the field, 9 times out of 10, the defending team is going to meet that ball. So you need to be careful on those back shots. It's a bit of a miss hit there, as they're probably looking for more angle. 2 minutes left here in the fourth. We'll have our Kersey change. And getting a shot of Whitman, going from horse to horse, Porter, and Viana. Right here in front of us.
Well,
So they come out, 9-6, keeping their 3-goal lead. Pretty bay pony here that Henry Porter's on. A lot of communication between these two. I like that. You see them talking all the time. They know each other very well. They're definitely working things out. Good shot there of Andrew. The center waiting. As I said, I think that's something they still should get in there a little bit. So probably because KK can hit that big ball, maybe get him lined out a little more. They've been using the zoo area running through. It worked in the first half. And Lorene had opportunities. So when they return here, we will have a penalty shot in favor of the orange and black Loudmouth team. And that ball should probably be down, probably going to the 60 with it. I don't know if you had an open goal or not, because Andrew usually is down there. It looks like it is going to be an open goal. So well done, Andrew, again. And KK is going to go dead center on this one now, dialed back in. That's what they need. So, again, Andrew in a good spot, as we talked about, because every one of those balls are getting moved. He must be in really good position outside of your screen. You're not seeing it, doing his job, being out there to give them opportunities for the goal shot penalties on the open goals. That'll get it within 2 again.
Yeah, Campson picking up his 5th, 3 of which have been open goal penalties, 2 2s in the 3 and 2 out of regular play. And we know Chris Campson, he will put up a good fight till the very end. Sends that one across the field, looking for Lorene. Subiaris slams on the brakes, avoids the hook from Porter, but couldn't avoid the hook from Viana. Just timed it just right. Now then, Porter just behind. Viana knows he needs to be able to rely on his number 3. There is now the pass back down the field, looking for Whitman. Yeah, a bit of a bouncing pony. Whitman, he's going to be careful. Down comes the hammer, but Whitman, did he get that through? Yes, he did, just in the nick of time.
Yeah, nice run here by Jack. As we were talking about how much defense he's been playing. Whoa, man, that is a quick little play in front of Campson here. I like this style here, Jack Whitman. Good thought process. Watch, you can't take the full swing here because he's going to get hooked for Campson for sure. So watch, he goes in and then a little snapshot. And just gets the ball moving enough to trickle across the end line. But what a finish there at the end of the fourth here by Whitman to come back from left to right. So that'll put him up by another goal. And a good drone footage of Field 5. So we'll go ahead and get everybody on some fresh four-legged athletes. And we'll be back for our 5th Chucker play, 2023 $50,000 12 goal.
Happy to be back in town playing with the best teams, best boys, and on the best fields.
So we're gonna start the season a full power horse.
I'm just happy to be back in Florida. It's hometown. Looking forward to getting back on these amazing fields.
Hi, I'm Tomacho Pérez.
Hello, I'm Nacho Figueras.
Hello, I'm Martín Muñoz.
I'm Gonzalito Pérez.
I'm Alejandro Novillo Estrada.
Hello, I'm Nacho Novillo Estrada. I make goals and here back in Aspen.
Okay, back to the center here after a great goal by Jack Whitman at the end of the fourth. And that put them up by 3 goals. So gives them a little cushion. And now this is where Loudmouth, they want to get a hold of here because if they get a 4th goal here, that'll give them the ability to take a few chances. The Rafool Polo team in the black and blue. Loudmouth in their orange and black today. And only 1 goal scored in the 4th, one by Campson on the open goal penalty 3. And that's where you get 10-7. Here, lining it out, Campson trying to hit the big ball down, trying to find Andrew, who's out in front there. They're in with the hook, and now they'll turn it back to the inside, trying to escape. They leave it for Campson. Rotation by Zubieri. Campson will take the mallet away. Ooh, and there you go as they come together. And the mallet, looks like a player riding under the shot here. We'll see if that ball, what was happening, was he established or not. Let's see. Zubieri.
Oh.
And he had the right of way there going in. So this will go against the Rafool Polo team riding under the stroke from behind. And a very quick play. It looks like everybody's okay. You're probably going to get the open goal out of this. Looked like they were just outside the 60s, so you're going to get another open goal. Campson asked for a new ball. And just had 1 hit wide today, but otherwise he's been 100%. He's been on it, so 90%. Going to go with the 2 here. And no problem.
No problem. And that brings him right back here. Loudmouth picking up the first goal here in Chukker number 5. And the 3rd penalty, 2 by Chris Campson. But his overall tally of goals now, 6 goals out of those 8 coming from Chris Campson. 2, of course, by Lorraine Zubiari. And as you said, Dale, bringing him in within 2 goals. Ball is back in play. And this could be a very quick answer here from Rafool Polo. Little cut shot attempt to goal. Where's that ball going to go? I think he might have just cut it a little bit over. A bit too thin, and that will be a give and go. Now then, Campson deep in his own half. Are we going to see a coast to coast? He's got Porter there, I beg your pardon, Viana there with him. And he's also, as I say, been very effective in defense.
That ball skip out of bounds on him? Yeah, it's going to get a change of possession, so just bad luck there. Chris was on the move. And a quick pickup here by Felipe on the gray pony. Going to work it down. Scott comes over for the ride-off. Felipe slows it down. You have to use it right here. Whoa, that ball just off to the right side, but nice attempt by
Very
Viana.
nice. Yeah, there wasn't much in it. Well, it really wasn't much in it. About a yard, I'd say, maybe a yard and a half, just wide. So, Rafool Polo, as I say, holding on, and they're holding on very well. Campson will send another monster shot down the field. Looks like somebody's lost their mallet head. On the move here for the orange, for Loudmouth, Andrew Seibert. Picked up once again by Viana. Campson is the man who needs a new a mallet, as you can see there, having turned it around. Going in for the hook, but even without a mallet head, you can still be very effective, especially when it comes to defense, and we've seen that here. A very good example of exactly that, but once again, Felipe Viana will drill that one down the field. Now then, can Whitman keep it in play? Just a bit too steep.
That'll give KK an opportunity to get a fresh mallet. And using Andrew. So they went to that to get him out in front there. He said the problem is If you can't keep getting it out there, if you get a few out to Andrew, that's going to get Felipe to go a little deeper. And right now, I think in that first half, when they're using the give and go very tight, then it gives Felipe the opportunity to cheat up a little bit, kind of let Andrew go and see what happens. Now, they received they received 3 open goals out of it, so Andrew being there has been a great place to be. So, but now using him a little bit in front, you're going to have to see the Rafool Polo team adjust to that. And that could have been part of their game plan, too. You know, let's do it early. Let's hold the ball early back in here, see if Felipe does pull off of them. And which makes sense. Felipe would pull off them because if you got a 7-goal player and a 6-goal player using the leapfrog, and then Scott making a ride-off or a nice hooker bump to get in there to release Lorene, and that's what happened. They did good. They did a great job with that. So the chess game being played by both these teams. Once again, look at the shine on those horses. Wow. Unbelievable. Such beautiful animals.
Yeah.
So, once again, they'll come out. Young Jack Whitman there on the left side. Captain Henry Porter. Having a few choice words right there. Jack always got a smile on his face, that kid. Saw Jack last night. He said he was ready to go. Always ready to go. And here you go. Good shot of Noreen Campson in the middle there. Number 4. And Scott in the white helmet. Have a little polo huddle. They're going to go ahead and start here with a knock-in. Chris on the big gray pony here. So who makes the move? Let's see. They, in 2021, we were talking about it. We won 18-19. La Delfina actually was a winner. They had Santos Merlos and Segundo Merlos, Peroto Cambiaso, and Juan Martin Zubia. So Zubia, he's got a couple $50,000 12 goals under his belt. And I remember that with Peroto. And then Parrot Heads. And that was with Nachi and his brother. So Nachi Viana and Felipe, they played with Ronnie Duke and Jason Waits from Jamaica. And that was a very good team. They played very well. And like I said, it went on hiatus for 22, and then we are back. Oh, bad luck there. There's Campson trying to run the sideline there, just kind of skips out of bounds on him. And that ball is sitting at about the 70, 80-yard line. So they're going to be able to dribble this ball if they want. He's going to go with the one-timer.
And who can he play it to? Porter a little bit too far out. Once again, picked up very nicely by Zubiari. He will clear it. Let's have a look at the clock coming down to the 3-minute mark. But Porter will stick with him. Still Zubiari being given a bit too much space here for my liking. On the near side, a pick up there by Whitman. Couldn't control it. There comes the backhand. Nicely done. But who is there? No one. It'll be an orange shirt. Once again, Lorene Zubiari. Porter still with him. Campson now coming back to take care of business and take Porter out of the equation. Still Porter trying to challenge Lorene Zubiari.
And Zubiari, which he did early, and he's been doing it all day, he's pushing the envelope, as you can say, keeping the speed ratio up. He's going to hit this one back to the inside, and then right there, they come together. And that's going to go ahead and give another open goal penalty shot. So this is where in our stats, you remember with the Rafool team, be careful here on these open goals. Giving up a lot of shots here to Campson. And he's already made 4 out of 5. On the other side, they've given up 3 open goals, but that's pretty much it. The Loudmouth doing a good job keeping them off the line here in the second half. Only the open goal penalty to Campson. Once again, right down the center.
Yeah, Well, he's got 3 of these now, Dale. Beg your pardon, 4 of those. He scored
4 twos and a 3?
Yep. And 1 out of regular play.
Yeah, you said he had the 1-3 that was just off a little bit, and you can see he was he wasn't happy with himself. And like you said, it happened early. So it was the second one of the day. So I doubt you'll see him miss the rest of the day. He's a great penalty shooter. But they've given the open goals. You see, those open goals is what's tough. You know, you rather keep them at the 60 or trying to keep them out a little bit. Every time you get those 2s and 3s up, it can hurt you. All right, turn around quickly. Good meeting there by Whitman.
Yeah, but unfortunately, a whistle will stop that play.
We have contact there with Zubieri. Let's see if he does.
Yeah,
Spin around.
Yeah.
And right there, you see how they came together. And so contact here. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't look. Maybe take a look at this one with our IRO. Remember to trigger anytime 2 4-legged athletes come together. And that would be a perfect situation on the ride-off. And which direction was the ball going? Did Lorene have time to clear, to look through all these different scenarios and decide that ball did get kicked back, was going up and down the field. Then it got hit to the inside. But once again, remember, a player cannot just disappear on the polo field. So if you do hit a ball in a direction, you need to give that player time to clear. In this case, Jack didn't give him time to clear. They make contact. No possession of the ball, penalty 5B.
Taken by Lorene Zubiari. Leaves it for Campson. Now, Campson is definitely within range. Here comes the shot to goal. It's a deep, deep shot. There is a contact, and it's an orange shirt. And once again, Lorene Zubiari opens his shoulders, takes the hit. Great play here by Loudmouth.
Yeah. Positive possession here, and this will be their 3rd here in the 5th. Campson goes for the long ball, and this is the first time that we've seen Lorene down inside with Scott and with Andrew. So a little different look here by the boys in the orange jerseys. Ray in there on the gray pony trying to make a play. Good ride off by Henry, but Lorene just, like as you would say, bulldozes his way through there. He puts his shoulders down. He's off, and look at this. He's fired up, ready to get a hold of Campson. And that'll stop the game. A little sticky here, but 10-10.
So as we thought, Dale, this will go down to the 6th and final chukker. Once again, a Loudmouth working very hard. Well, it took them 5 chukkers, nearly all of 5 chukkers, to actually get to this level.
Kind of similar to the Casablanca game.
Very similar.
Where it was all Dracarys, and that's the way it's been really here. Rafool, they won the first half, and as Dracarys did. And then we'll see what happens here with a minute left. But in the Casablanca Dracarys game, they went into the final chukker 9-9. And look at this, it's 10-10 here.
Campson, little lofted shot, sent back by Evan White along to the boards, looking for and finding. Good play here by Porter. Couldn't control it, had Campson on his hip. Once again, Felipe Viana. Down comes the near side backhand, but look at that. Pepe Araja right on top of that play. Has had to blow the whistle one more time here with just a matter of seconds before that first horn.
Yeah, but defensive battle here in the 5th. Everybody's scrambling. You get the plays. The ball gets pushed out there. And I'm not sure. See if it. First, it looked like it got pushed out far enough. They're going to talk about this one here. Lorene leaned way out to block it. And then Porter went for the tail shot. And you see the umpires there just telling the players to relax a minute. They're just going to go ahead and trigger this one. A good time to do it, 10-10. 36 seconds left in the 5th chukker. 6 seconds before the warning horn. And big time possession here with 3 unanswered goals being scored here in the 5th chukker by the Loudmouth. Yeah, so it looks like they're going to get a few more seconds. Looks like it'll go to 41, and they'll drop this one in the center. So it is going to go in favor of Loudmouth. And let's see. Here you go. They got an opportunity here with 41 seconds, 150 yards from center to goal. And they might switch it up here a little bit. Looks like they're going to go ahead and let Zubier do the honors and KK. So we'll see if he taps and leaves it, or if he's going to try to run this one down and let KK fall into the rumble seat. Let's see. Here we go. They're going to go. Yeah, they're going to go for it. Watch KK. He's going to stay in the rumble seat all day long here and let Lorin Zubieri take this one all the way down. Ooh, they come together right there, and you're going to get another whistle here because either riding into the back shot or backing into the pony will be the call. You can see the mallet there kind of come around in front of the pony. Watch here. Now, Zubieri's already, to me, like he's already there. So we'll see what they decide on the field. But I think you're going to get another open goal penalty shot here for Loudmouth because you can see that. You can see if we can run that back one more time because you can see where Zubieri was on that play. And okay. Let me see if we can get another look at that because Zubieri looked like he was established and Camps is going to get another open goal out of it. Yeah, and we're going to have a backing into the pony there. You can see that the Lorin was established, and Porter came a little bit from left to right to make that play. So, Campson.
Yeah, no mistake, and he puts them in the lead. Dale, his 3rd penalty, 2 in a chukker. So that will also bring us to the end of chukker number 5. So a hat-trick from Campson, making it a total of 8 goals that he's scored, but they take the lead 11 goals to 10. So what will Rafool come up with? And they're going to have to come up with something when we come back for chukker number 6. Stay with us here on CTV Sports.
Foot golf is a kind of life, and also it's a combination about golf and football.
So I got into sport through social media. Someone approached me on Twitter and said, have you tried it? I'd never heard of it at that point. So I went to my local course and tried it and just completely fell in love with the game.
This is not as easy as it looks on your body. It's a lot of kicking. We don't normally kick this many hard kicks in soccer.
For me, this and the US Open are the 2 top US tournaments. It's something we all look forward to every single year.
Great fun, and I think everyone will enjoy it when they try it. You can't not have fun.
When you set goals at the start of the season and you're able to achieve them at the end of the year, I think I can speak for everyone and say when we set goals and we make the sacrifices that we make, which a lot of people don't see, and then it all comes to fruition, it's a good feeling.
I literally live, breathe foot golf.
The Taqueria has all your polo needs, from the novice to the professional. We carry all of our equipment in multiple grades to fill a price point to suit the individual.
Four unanswered goals scored by Loudmouth, and that's going to give them a 1-goal lead here going into our fifth chucker, and we're getting close to lunchtime here, Yan. And you know what they say, if you're in the viewing area, you can watch all the CTV Sports Polo over
Buffalo Wild Wings.
You got it, Buffalo Wild Wings. So if you get a chance, stop on in. You can actually watch this game here that's being played, but on all their TVs there, and have a great time over there, Buffalo Wild Wings. So get a chance, stop on in, check out some Polo, have yourself some wings, burgers, and enjoy the day there. They have a lot of TV set up. They have an outdoor viewing area also. Early on here in this sixth and final chukker, and this is the first lead, that Loudmouth has had all day.
Absolutely. They came back very strong, especially in that second half, winning the. Well, let's go back to the score sheet here. Rafool Polo was still in the lead by 8-6 at the end of the first half, at the end of the third chukker. Chukker number 4 was also still very much in favor of Rafool Polo. They managed to restore that 3-goal cushion. It was 10-7. But then in chukker number 5, that is where, as you said, Dale, Loudmouth picking up 4 goals, a hat-trick, all penalty twos, open goal penalty twos by Chris Campson, which has put them in the lead by 1. And we are, of course, waiting with bated breath. How will Rafool Polo respond? And they have to respond now here in the 6th and final chukker and try, if anything, avoid Loudmouth picking up another couple of goals. And they're very similar game turn or twist like we had in our first semi-final.
You said it. If you compare the games, both these teams, it's just like Casa. Casa came back and went down to the end, and I think this one's going to do the same here. Let's see who gets the best, as you can say, step on the other player. But right here it'll be a little blocking foul. Nobody running anywhere. They're not going to move this one. They'll probably drop it. You might take it to center. And it looks like, they are going to go to center with it. So an opportunity now for Rafool. 4 penalties committed by in 4th and 5th here in the second half. Only 1 committed by Loudmouth. Very clean second half. I'm sure they talked about that in the tent. And now they'll go back to center here. And they need a positive possession here. As scoring 8 goals in the first half, 2 in the 4th. So let's see if Viana can get it going. Felipe.
Viana taps it into play. Wants to drill a long ball down the field. He's done exactly that. Looking for Porter and or Evan White at the front door. Porter will try and keep it in play. He did well. Looking for Ray Rafool, and he nearly got the end on the end of that one. Clever thinking there by Henry Porter to send that one back into the danger zone. And they still have a possession, Dale. We're down to 5:50 on the clock. Working very hard. Felipe Viana round the outside. Can he get an under the next shot or any kind of shot off to goal? But you've got to give it up to Loudmouth. Marking very well, shutting them down. Now then, Viana eyeing up the goal post or the goal mouth. That has a deflection, that shot going out to the right-hand side. Campson will, I think he was hoping he would just go over the back line. Now the big question is, do we see a knock-in or do we have a safety 60?
Yeah, big hit down here as it goes to the end line. And they all come together. Jack comes over. Lorraine gets up on the handlebars there when they come together. So that's where you get your whistle. Campson says, you're going the other way. Looked like he had contact against Rafool in the Loudmouth player there, but was he in his way there? That's what they'll discuss. And a physical 6-chucker. Both teams. Campson resting his right leg there, keeping it out of the stirrup. He might have got hit there, or stretching that calf out. He says he's okay. And the ball's still on the field. He got knocked out before the whistle went. And so no goal scored here before our Kersey change. So they're going to go and drop it right there. It looks like it's going to be a 5A in favor. And they're going to go the leapfrog again. And we've seen this play. Larian takes it forward, leaves it for KK. Campson, big one down the center. And it just looked to be a little short for Andrew. Andrew was out there. Good read by Viana. And everybody looking for the ball here. Henry gets a little piece of it. Jack's going to come flying over. Snap it back the other way. Oh, that's a good polo play right there. Use a change of field, Jack Whitman. And he's got two players on that ball. Turned around and controlled here by Porter. Good stick control. Leaves it for Viana. Felipe. Trying to get by everybody. Scott, pressing. Campson, Felipe. Inside the 60. Near side neck shot coming. Good D here. Oh, he's going to get it in there. He's going to sneak it in on the near side next shot. I was going to say, awesome defense there by Loudmouth. But look at Viana, man. He goes by one player, two players, three players. I mean, he just worked very hard for this goal. That's a great goal, and that's going to be the equalizer.
Brilliant play here. Absolutely. Again, you can just see how the hard work paying off there. Trying to create a bit of space, and then a great little touch right at the very end just to put it through. Nothing that Loreen Zubiari could have done there. So, 11 goals apiece. Who is going to get the first dozen up on that score sheet? We are down to 4 minutes on the nose left to play here. I beg your pardon, 8 on the nose left to play here in the sixth and final chukker.
Yeah, not an easy goal. He had to go by Scott, Campson, and I didn't realize that Zubieri even came back to try to help. So, can't say the Loudmouth wasn't trying to stop him there. Good horsepower, too, by Viana. Not an easy finish on the near side. Down in front of goal there. We get a little break in the action right here. And they might go ahead and use the final courtesy change here. I thought they might have a timeout for attack. So 11-11.
Chance for us to remind you what's coming up on your screens this afternoon. 1:30, as we mentioned earlier. Very much looking forward to the start of the Top Pony 12 goal. 4 teams in it. Dracaris, Global, Port, Novo Polo, and Quite on Z. The action will kick off, as I said, this afternoon, 1:30 at Santa Rita Polo Farm on the Aspen Field. The first game that will be played here this afternoon will be Quite on Z against Novo Polo. Quickly tell you who is playing for Novo Polo. We've got Baljet Sierra, Evan White Jr., Santiago Javajola, Pedro Falabella, and for Quite on Z, Alessia Zeidler, Joseph Schwartz, another one of those very up-and-coming stars through the Polo Training Foundation, Jason Crowder, and, of course, our friend Stuart, a.k.a. Sugar Erskine. That, as I say, on your screens this afternoon. And then at 4 o'clock, we've got our 26th goal. We go back to the World Polo League. So still plenty of polo coming your way on this Thursday. Ahead of course, a very, very busy weekend at Grand Champions. But we'll tell you more about that a little bit later on.
So they had tech time, but they decided to go with courtesy change also.
Right.
So that'll be your final courtesy change today. Everybody on fresh legs. Here we go.
So the final chapter of this second semi-final. Remember, we already know who's waiting to, for the outcome of this match. Dracaris with Shaitan Krishna, Leon Schwenke, Facundo Obregon, and Brandon Phillips on standby for what will be the final of the 8th 50,000 National 12 Goal 2023. And I've got a funny feeling, Dale, we're not going to see a lot of goals, so I wouldn't be surprised if the next goal could be the winner.
Yeah, hustle play by Jack Whitman because Zubieri was on the move, and Jack just came from nowhere, caught him, made a back shot, comes back across the center. 2 players come together here, and you're going to have to take a look at this one. I think on the follow-through, and I don't know if you see right here, watch this. One player there taps. Now you got to let him clear. And it's Mallet. Mallet hits the side of Campson's shoulder there. and looked like he was off to the side. Now, the rule in the game is you need to be in control of your mount 100% of the time. So anytime on a follow-through, as long as the player's not riding into your stroke, then the foul would go against you. And so it's based on two different scenarios. If a player's there established on the side, then you need to be in control of the mallet. Like you said, if a player, because sometimes you can be running down the field, say full seam. A good example would be you're running full speed and a player, you go to hit a neck shot, a player comes up and bumps you, rides you off at the same time you're hitting the next shot and your mallet goes under. Well, you have no control over that because that player put himself there. In this case here, they'll look at it, and I don't know if unless they call a blocking foul, but otherwise it looks like, it kind of looked to me like the foul through went through, but we'll see what they decide. Yeah, so you are going to get the dangerous use of the mallet here. I think it's a good call. Camps is definitely on the left side. Henry's got to keep control there. So just bad luck. I know there wasn't any malice in there. It was like Henry's trying to bring his mallet around there, so they won't move that ball. It's going to go for the spot. Big possession, though, especially with 3:14 on the clock.
So let's see if the boys in orange, Loudmouth, can capitalize on this. You can see the two there, the 3 and the 4 talking, Chris Campson and Lorene Zubiari. I'm sure they've got a play up their sleeve. It's going to be tapped in by Zubiari. Campson will be behind, and he will send a long ball once again straight down the middle. But Rafool Polo not going down without putting up a fight. Once again on the halfway line, near side backhand. Oh, he nearly got a piece of it there with the number 2, Scott Solbaro. Zubiari, Campson. Now then, Felipe Viana, last man standing in defense, clears it, dangerously done, but he did very well on the near side, just taking it round on the left-hand side.
The ball pops out of bounds. Looks like it's going to go off a defending player here, so you are going to get the penalty 6, safety. So they've had one opportunity, or they have not. They haven't hit a 60 today.
No.
No, the Loudmouth team. So here you go, KK. Opportunity with 2:32. And there's a little bend in his mallet there. You see how he put it on his foot there? Got to get that mallet to bend the opposite direction that he's going to hit. So he's got a little bit more snap on it. See if he can get her done. Here comes Chris Campson on the penalty 6.
Unlucky that just went out of bounds. So Rafool Polo still very much a contender in this 50,000 national 12 goal. Clock, of course, is now the enemy of both teams at this score of 11 apiece. Let's see if Felipe Viana can lay the foundation for another effective offensive play. That's a good pickup and a good pass to Henry Porter. Slightly overcooked it. Nobody there. Campson will pick it up once more and send it to where it came from. Uh-oh. Campson, he was a little bit slow there. Ray Rafool, had he been a little bit quicker, he might have had a piece of that. Campson once again looking for Zubiari. Everybody overrides. And we have another whistle.
We'll stop the clock again and see. You're going to hit this ball down the center here. And then they come together right there. So this is going to be another one of those plays. Is the ball, which player is right here? He's coming from left to right and right to left. See if we can take another look at that one live. Because it's interesting how they come together there. You had one coming from the right side and one coming from the left side. Here we go. It's going to go down here like this. And you got this player coming there and that player coming like that. So which player had the lesser angle before? This is not an easy call. This is not an easy call. They'll take a look at this one from all different angles, as anytime you have two players converging from the sides, and so they're going to go ahead and say that it was riding into the shot, and you can't I really argue that? It looked like maybe the Rafool player was more established. What a big ball right here from center. From center, Jan-Erik Frank.
Incredible. Absolutely.
Now, the two-point conversion is not in play here. We're not using the two-pointer in the 50,000, but this is a well-hit ball. He taps it one time anyway, so it's just over center. And I told you about Viana. This guy can hit a polo ball. I watched him hit hundreds of balls when he was practicing. Actually, he still stayed on the field, and Jack Whitman gets there, and he is fired up. Boy, look at him. He's fired up.
Brilliant.
Yeah, he is. What a brilliant shot there by Viana. And look at this. You're going to have one more opportunity. I'll see if the clock stopped here. Yeah, I think they did stop it. Looking for a clean lineup. Pepe wants a clean lineup. He's going to take his time here. This is a huge possession play. Huge possession. Round and round and round and round and round and go. Little pop shot there from Andrew. Picked up by Jack. Controlled. Actually, Henry actually is going to control it there. KK. Now stolen away by Whitman, and if he can keep it out, or just keep it in the corner, and that's what he's going to do. And if that ball goes to the far side, as the clock goes tick, tick, tick at 19, they still have time. KK wants a quick possession here, but they're going to count out 8 seconds. So he's going to lose a little time there. They're going to put him in play. And Zubieri, there's the ride-off. Uh-oh, Campson for the equalizer. Right in front of goal. Cleaned out big time by Henry Porter, and I think he's going to get there in time.
Yep.
And it looked like everything was clean in there. Yeah, it was. So both teams, but it goes right down to the end here is Rafool Polo and Jack Whitman gets the final goal, 11-12. Here are your final stats. Let's look at them. 12-11. Shots on goal saved. A better half by Rafool, shooting more goal here in the second half, bringing it up to 15-19. Knock-ins. The Loudmouth team still missed a goal there 4 more times, and that's different. Bolins, Rafool did better in the second half, commanding it now at 14-10. But fouls committed there, and this is where they'll have to clean that up going in against the Dracarys team. You don't want to foul 14 times against Brandon Phillips, and they shoot very well at goal. So penalties scored. Loudmouth made 6. Campson was great. And 3 only made by them, and they mixed it up from the 30s and the 40s. So great stats there. So they'll go ahead and work that out, and that's one thing. Yeah, I think they'll do. They'll go ahead and the Rafool team clean up the penalties a little bit. Otherwise, playing great polo. Ray pulling the team. Jack Whitman doing a fabulous job at 2 goals at number 2. Good job by Porter scoring goals. Viana's doing an amazing job at the back. They line out very similar, these two teams, Dracarys and Rafool, so it should be an interesting final. Stage is set.
I'm very much looking forward to that, and I hope you will join us at 1:30 this afternoon for the first match of the Top Pony 12 goal between Nova Polo and Kwai Tonsley. Remember, this afternoon at 4 o'clock, we go back to the high goal for the WPL.
For Jan-Erik Frank, I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports, so I say thank you for making us the leaders in polo broadcasting. And always remember, here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.